Can I just make one video? Here's a heart. You see this heart? Forget about what's in the center. Pretend this is the pawn. How many pawns do we have in chess? Okay, pretend this is the pawn. This is the heart. The heart opens up, the pawn goes in, connects the two sides of the mind. Pretend this is the fallopian tube. The penis goes in, connects the two sides, brings in the vibrator to the seventh gate. Okay? Do you want to go? We can go in sports, but let me go to one separate thing. I'm going to try and remember where I'm going with this. So let's say this would be Luna, and this would be Mars, Moon's Phobos, and Deimos, who go around the two and connect the center of the moon. That's what I wanted to say. The other thing I wanted to say, and I'm really so far behind pawns, what spawns. I'm going to go in this. See 6 and 14, this would be pool. I'm assuming 1 to 6, okay, is in a separate area, and it belongs to this. 7, 8, and 9 go together. 7, 8, and 9 will replace 1, 2, and 3. It replaces 1, 2, and 3 with 9 as 1, 2, and 3. To each of them will make 10, 10, and 10. 1, 2, and 3, when we remove it, we start at 4, 5, 6, then we go 7, 8, 9, then we go 10, 11, 12. The 12 will be the 3, the 11 will be the 2, and the 10 will be the 1. That's how you create it, except when you get to 10, the 0 becomes 6, the 1 plus 6 equals to the 7, October would be 7, November would be 2, December would be 3, it would be 7, 2, 3. The seventh gate of 2 and 3. 7 times 2 is 14, times 3 is 42. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy would be right there. 42 times 3 is 126. 26 is the doghouse. 2 and 6 is 8. 62 and 26 is 88, the piano. 3 and 5 is the electric company. The reason is because there's electronic. When that dot's in the center, okay, and when this dot is in the center, it electrifies the four-way gate. This is a 0. Although it's a D, it's also a 0. 4, the word equals 60, which is 15 seconds times 4. 1 and 5. I got to go back a few pages. Don't mind me. I didn't write very many pages, but it seems like I'm going back 25 pages to exactly light up what I'm doing, and I bet you I'll go back to the page I'm on and find it right away. Just give me 1 second. Are you still with me? Okay? The same way you would look at the club. Here, this goes into the eye. Now, if you look into the eye, there's an 11. The reason there's an 11, it's actually, it would create an N or something else in which this touches the inside here, but the inside here touches this. They have to be separate. If you touch them together, you get a short circuit. My son was telling me today that he's transporting packets of lead with a minimum amount of radiation inside. Radiation, DAR, artificial intelligence. The ion, the transition between the two, 914. 914, as like I showed you before, okay, the 14 ball and the 6 ball go together. If 1 and 4 was Mercury and Mars, 1 and 4 go together, make Uranus, and Uranus would connect to Jupiter, as in the Jupiter moons. The moons connect together. Inside of Saturn is playing from the Uranus area. It plays from the Uranus area because Lo Shu moves into the Saturn area and plays in the Saturn area, where Saturn, okay, now moves into Pluto, because Saturn moving into Pluto because it's man's body. Now, we were talking about number 26, 35, 53 is 88, okay? Then we get 44, which is 2 areas. It's 2 areas of 1 and 2 areas of 1, which creates the 8. Why? Because the creation of 3 and 3 lives inside of it. I'm going to explain to you. On the 6 card, the 6 card is 60. This is time, broken time in the 6 card, because in the 6 card, there's 3 on the left and 3 on the right. There is no connection of man in the inside. On the 7th card, there's a single moon. On the 8 card, there's a double moon. Okay? But it still remains the 6 card. It's only what's added to make the creation in order for him to move, in order for him to live, in which the 9 card goes in the center over here. It would be this card over here, east-west life, coming from north-south light. Okay, that's the way it is. You want to look at 666. It's a 3-way dartboard. In the center is 1 and 5. Why? It's the 0 area of the 1 ace of the 5 area. This area over here, 2 and 4, is this up over here, okay? This goes up over here. This goes on top of it, and these two read. Whatever it reads on one side, it'll read a number on the other side. This is your 1, this is your 2 and your 4, this is your 1 and your 5. But your 1 and your 5 is now right over here. 5 plays from over here. It's the 3. Your 3, 1, 5, ACE in letters, plays from over here. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. 12 and 12. 5, 4, 3, 12. 5, 4, 3, 12. 12 and 12, 33. The command and the creation of the Christ. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. Is it any harder to figure this out? Where else are we? In roulette, this is the way roulette works. 12, 12, 12, and 12, 48. 15, 15, 15, and 15 is 60. 108. 18, 18, 18, and 18 is 72. 108 is 180 degrees inside these numbers. 7, 1, and 4 equals 3. 15 equals 6. 9. 3, 6, 9. That's the way it works. 3, 6, 9 will connect with 1, 4, 7. This is the in-between. This will make its own world. This and this will make this world over here. This, okay, is a blank. Okay? There's life in 9. There's life in 3 in the cards. 9 is made up with 2 and 7 and with 1 and 8. But in the cube, the only way for life to work is with 3 and 6 is the only way. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 6 is 7. 1 and 3 is 4. Not only is it 4, but it's also 13. 13 is 1 and 3 and 4. It's the AC power. 4 and 3 and 7. 4 and 6 is 10. 4 and 9 is 13. 7 and 3 is 10. 7 and 6 is 13 is now 4. 7 and 9 is 16 is 7. Each one of these numbers will make the part of the 13, which is the part of the 10, and the part of the 7 between these two. 8 and 5 is 13. 8 and 2 is 10. 5 and 2 is 7. The center world stays the center world. 4 by 8 is 32, 5. 4 by 5 is 20. 4 by 2 is 8. 8 and 20 is 28. And 32 is 60. That is your clock. But let's count it. 32 equals 5. This equals 2 is 7. This equals 8 is 15. The total here is 6. This total here is 9. Well, we did that once before. Set of numbers, 7 to 9 equals the AC combination. So we have the dartboard over here. We know the dartboard has 20 numbers, equals to 210. But then it has a double. That will be 210. That will be 420. Then it has the triple is 630. 630 and 420 is 1,050. And 210 is 1,260. Is that what I talked? 1,260? Back to the dog pound again. 2 and 6. It has no heart. 2 and 6 is Saturn and Venus. Bring in electric company. Bringing in Earth. The Earth that builds you up. Just to remind everybody that letters with the same sound, S and Z. When you say plurals, it sounds like Z. The next thing I want to say is that in roulette, there's only one number in roulette that is red on red. The only number that is red on red in roulette is 19. There is no number in roulette. The number 1 is red, the number 9 is red. Give me any other 2-number combination and nothing else. In the black area, in the 20 world, in the transmission world, don't forget what colors it takes to make certain colors. Okay, but in the black world, 22, 24, 26, and 28 is all black. 28 is man. Man is connected to Luna. Somehow there's a man in here that is the builder or the maker that makes it its maiden name as man, as we're always saying man. Okay, 6, 7, and 8, because it's the same over here, equals to 21. We're not going to do this. This is how the roulette table works and the bets you can make inside the roulette table. Want to see the bets to start off? 35 equals 8. 17 equals 8. 11 equals 2. Heads and tails. That's all they're showing you. 8 is 8. The 6, there's only one area that pays 6 to 1. And that's when you have the 0 included. The other one is electric. When you choose 6 numbers, 6 in man connects to the electric. Number 5. Equals to 11. This equals to one number is 36 is 9. This equals to 2 numbers. 17 to 1 equals to 2 numbers. That would be 17. It would equal to 19. Anyways, we're not going to go on with that. I want to go further back a little bit. We were talking about low shu. Low shu, Mars and Mercury connect together. Earth and Venus connect together. So we have 5 inside low shu where Mars and Mercury go together. The 4th and the 1st equals 5. And Earth and Venus equals 5. And they go together, creating the 1 and 3 where normally 1, 3, 7, and 9 would be. We would now have 5, 5, 5, and 5. Another thing I wanted to mention from the Matrix, his name was Thomas Anderson. Thomas. How about if we take a look at Samson? Samson. Or 5 a.m. when the crow comes out. 5 am, 5 on. I am on at 5 and 5. Double nickel, the beaver, under and over. Anderson, if you actually read it, it says our retina. The T and the D are always mixed up with T or decaffeinated are changed when we go for coffees, right? But when you say it, when you say many words, letter or leder, we sometimes mix the T for the D. Nos or sun actually says our in French. Exchanging this says our red retina. Hello, let me take a picture. Sorry, a little bit of red eye. Mars and Earth, 51, 52. Mercury, 103. Mars and Mercury fit together. Where am I going to go next? Here's your Uranus 94 minus the 19. Sun aura. 3 and 8 is 11. 12. 3, 11, 12, and 5 is 17. And 3 is 20. And 10 is 30. Let's not count the X. We'll take 20. Usually when you play the game of Baccarat at the casinos, they do not count the whole 10. And the only number that's really a whole 10 in the alphabet is the S. And the other one that's a complementary is the J. And the other one that is the 20th letter because it holds the 0 is the T. T, J, and S is 4, 3, and 1. AC, DC, power. Time heaven, the ohms. What does the ohms in electricity mean? Mass, Uncle Sam. Mass, Uncle Sam. UN, key. Electric company, the key to electric company is through Uncle Sam because the word CLE, okay, says key in French. If you put the C right next to the L, it becomes a D. It says one of. This says one of. Sam, one part of. Uncle, UN is one part of inside the word. When you use the word 26, again, part of the body, because card is 26, bear is 26, and the word BR for brown or BR in anything, the word B in the E family and the word RA, the letter R in the A family says BEAR for bear. The hibernation of the bear, the hiding of the bear. What do I want to show you? Time is 20 short, 47 long, 67. 47 times 80, 30 eggs, 50 stars, 3760, Jesus Christ was born. 27 is the cube, equals to 987. The cube is exchanged. Once the cube is made times time, it equals 987. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals 21. 21 by 47 equals 987. We already know in between 4 and 7 is 5 and 6. They're both 11s. It's the calling of the wolf. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6 is equal to 41. Because there is a 0, as 5 times 6 is 30, we add 6 equals 47 again. Time starts at the Mediterranean inside the game of Monopoly. And Monopoly is something I haven't talked about yet. Did you know that in the past couple of years, they had up for grabs new tokens for the game? 5 tokens were eliminated in choice of 1 token. Can you figure out what the 1 token was? They eliminated the guitar. They eliminated a few other tokens. I do not remember what they are, but I will do a video. But guess what? They chose the cat over 5 other tokens. The other thing I wanted to mention is in Jewish heaven, or JH, 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 plus 2 equals 7. That's JG. 10 and 7 is JG. The other one is H. H and J. 4 times 2, which is probably in here. Imagine I'm not a smoker. I have it over here. 4 times 2. Don't forget, 420 is weed. Okay? They don't want you to smoke weed. 52 is earth, jack, heart, and 6. 5 by 2 equals 10. The 10 world, which equals to the 7. The 7th gateway. Why? Because everything, like I showed you before, in order to get the center of this, 5 and 1 is 6. In order to have the 7th gateway. The cat, okay, the number 9. The number 5 and the number 9 being in between 5 and 9. 2, 3, and 4. Or 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, 8 is 21. 2, 3, and 4 is the jail. That means you're in jail once you get the cube within your mind. Okay? There is no 666 coming. We're in 666. Now it's to win us over. Our son, right? But a bear's name in French is ourson. The same thing. 4, 5, and 9, like I said, equals to 5 by 9. And 5 plus 9 equals 14. 5 and 9 is part of E-I-E-I-O and how we're held inside the grid in this. Okay? In horses, red is 1 and 1. In pool, 3 and 11 is both red. 3 is 56. 11 is 63. The total it is, that's right, 119, 9 and 2. Yellow equals 92. Black equals 29 inside the pool, 3 and 11. Inside pool, yellow is 1 and 10, which equals 11. 11 is 22, and 3 is 25. That stands for Jack. Here we get the card number 26. Number 2, which equals yellow. 9 and 2 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 9 equals 42 equals 6. 1 equals 34 equals 7. 7 days a week? No. This is the doghouse we are in. 7 times 2 is 14. That's the cross. 7 times 6 is 42. That's the cat. The 9 is in the cat's house, the 9 spot that makes the 2 and 6 body work. 7 by 6 is 42, by 2 is 84. 84 stands for Pluto. Man's plane in Pluto's mind, in the mind of the body is the Joker, is Pluto, inside man's mind. Are we the Holy Ghost, is my question. When you go to horse racing, it's very particular. There's a male horse, but the male horse has 5 or 6 names. The jockey wears a hat, a different color hat, a special pom-pom that goes on top. He wears a special shirt. They give the horse a number, okay? They put it on a sheet that looks like this, but pending which number he has, okay, is pending on what color the number will be. It can be yellow, black, or white. It's funny that the 6 horse gets a black sheet with a yellow number. Both equals 1111 on number 6. The 4 horse gets a black number with a yellow sheet in the other kind of horse racing. Another thing I wanted to mention is that time, M-E in pool, is the 13 and 5 ball, M and E. 5 and 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is electric company. 1 and 3 is 4. 5 and 4 is what it equals to. T and I is 29. 5 by 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9. Time spells itself. Hit me. But in blackjack, it's hit me. Hit me with 92. Bring me in a birth. Bring me into this world. Bring me in with 2. All you need is 2. What else is there? What I just wanted to mention is that I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing this one, but this world, ABC times 47, which is Jesus Christ. 4 by 7 is 28, and there's 28 days in every single month out of 12 months of the year. 280 and 56 is 336, and that is the total of 12 moons, the creation of Christ inside of man. We're back to pool. If we want to work with pool and mix it up with different kinds of items, if we want to talk about how the mug and dovey actually works, we can do this. Alpha omega when it's squared off, otherwise I put a bubble over it. Otherwise I put the bubble, like an ice cream cone for alpha omega. Here's your lips, but inside the lips you have this little dip inside your lip over here, and this is the part that goes above it. It seems like 3 is the skip. We have to skip because there's a hole. But it's the same thing for our eyes. Have you seen this? I want to show you this. But I'm not sure if we would do it like this. Let me see. Oh, yes, I can see a little bit better now. This is how I would see it. Good, good. Is this good enough? Jen, I was looking at some of your stuff, and I don't know if I passed the area, and I don't know if you'll read this far into it. Brunswick, New Brunswick, and the Titanic, and the Navy SEALs, and the aubergine, which is a purple vegetable. I don't remember what you call it in English. It all has to do with deceit. And Newfoundland, is it Newfoundland or New Brunswick, is N and B, which is 52. So the numbers stand for the heart of man. You were talking about Chronos, and everybody knows Chronos has to do with time. It also backwards says our time. S-O-N means our golden time. K, okay? You have to have more than one K. It's the two sides going towards the center. We have to duplicate and put the K backwards the other way. And there's also Ronco, the machine. Brunswick is bowling. There's many kinds of bowling. There's, if you look into the word, it says to run, to light the candle or the wick. It's a bowling company that produces mostly bowling games and pool tables and bowling balls. So we'd have to look at what kind of bowling games. They have 10-pin, which is man. Then we have 5-pin. The pins in 5-pin are equal to the amount of 5, 3, and 2, if I remember. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, because when you score a strike in 10-pin, okay, it's 15. And if you get 2 more strikes, it's 45. But you're allowed 3 throws in 5-pin. But you're only allowed 2 throws in 10-pin. There's candle pin and there's duck pin. They all have to be counted up. And you never bowl one game. Like Messer says, it's never one number. Every number has to be multiplied by 3 and then added. But you only add it if you're adding on Mars, okay? You multiply 3 by 3 is 9. If you want to get to Mars, you go 12. It's got to be a separate addition. It's 3 and 3 and 3 is one addition, and then 3. The diamond is what connects all the suits together within one. One heart brings everything together. So that's where I get 3 times the number and then add the next number, just like Messer is doing. We talked about other things. We say we the people. Are we the people is the question. This is a word. But just like Messer does, and we put 23 and 5 is 28. 28 is man. Man on the moon is the people. Man is stuck to the moon. Look in the dictionary how this is created. 28 times 3 is 28 and 20 56, 60, 76. 84 plus 5 is 89 plus 5 is 55. Double nickel. 89, 94. We get the connection between Pluto and Uranus. In English, in French, we is said as like this. It's yes. 15, creation. 9, 3, 6. Inside the word yes, 3 vowels. 36, 45. Bringing together the 2 sides of the sun. Something that's inside the sun illuminates man. Okay, and it could be the radiation that's inside of us that's controlling us. If it can pull the ball, do we have lead in us? Is there lead protecting the radiation in our mind that's not letting our mind out to be radiant? Everything that's going on right now, it seems like they're giving us, oh, look at the new stuff that's out here, because they really don't give a hoot anymore of how much we know. Because for them, it's too late. We can never catch up to take them over. So now they're throwing out all these things so that we can give up easily, saying, oh yeah, I understand. I already showed this, but I do want to show you that the diamond is inside a 0. Walmart is George. Sears Robotics is Jessica. ICA 931. 931. J or S. Don't forget that S, okay, can be used in many fashions if you want. Okay, you can use it as U and N, and you can use it as 55. You can use it as S. But you can also stop here and count this. Stop it here because this equals 10. Stop every time something equals 10 and add something on to it. Copper is brown. Is that what we went to? We were talking about Mr. Smith, Mr. Anderson. Like I said just before I ended, Mr. Smith and Mr. Anderson. The Western Sun. The myth that smite us. We, double nickel, on, S and M, Anderson. inside Smith & Wesson. Where is it? Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson. That's right. Smith, Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson. Mr. Wesson. But it's Mr. M-I-S-T-E-R. I know I'm jumping around and everything. You see what we do to the end? You see what number 6 actually is? It's 2 lines that show 11 equals 11. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'm assuming that this and this is Mars moons and this is Earth moon plugged into man. Right back there. If you ever look, it's like this. Another number 3. There's a bunch of number 3s where things are connected with inside of us. Thank you for watching this video.